reward a little faster.
Yes.
Just for like the first 10 or 20 seconds.
Yes.
And you can even grab, I know it's awkward because you got the leash in your hand, but you can even grab a bunch out and just keep, however you can dispense it to her is fine.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Otherwise, if we don't reward fast, she'll keep practicing that behavior of like, you know, like that whining.
Gotcha.
Which isn't the worst thing in the world. You know, sometimes you choose your battles here. But if we do want that to stop, we have to actually make it stop. And we can make it stop by rewarding her fast so that it dissipates over time. You can correct her too. If I can do it with food, I prefer.
Okay.
I prefer to do it with food.
And I still had to drag her on.
Yeah, and that's okay because again, I did hear the place twice, so we have to make sure that we are physically.
I only
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought I heard it twice.
I made sure.
Okay, maybe I just heard Millie twice then.
Yeah,
but
I did say Millie
maybe
twice.
that's what it was. So, and that's good. So just make sure you are physically pulling her because we're not, and that's good. We're not working through a behavior of her hearing the knocking and running to place. If that's a completely different practice. It's not impossible, but that's a different practice.
Okay.
And some people don't want that. Some people don't want the dog running to place when they hear the knock because they actually want the dog barking in case there's intruders.
Not going when I say it. She goes
Right.
when I say it when nobody's here, but not
Yeah.
when the knock.
And so you just have to keep using that leash.
But this is much better though still.
Exactly. Like that's to me, like this is still great progress. She did a couple of whines those first few seconds, and that was it.
And a major pull as you were opening.
Yeah. And
she would
it's
have bolted if I didn't hold
right,
her.
and that's okay. I mean, again, 4 years of practicing one behavior.
Right.
So, you know, if you know people are coming over, you can get her more prepared by holding the leash in your hands. But I mean, in most of the time, you don't know when people are coming, and that's okay too. It's all about like what you really want.
Yes.
You know, we can work through anything. It's just what's doable for your routine and just what do you want to work on and what are you feeling is worth the blood, sweat, and tears and training.
Yeah.
Because as you've seen, like everything we do, it's a lot of work.
Yes.
It's by no means something quick. So you just have to determine like, what do I really want here? So even for my dogs, they're not perfect. I work on what I find annoying, you know, like those things that I'm like, either it's not safe for them or others, or I'm just like, this is really annoying. Or there are things that they do that I'm like, I know other people would probably think this is annoying, but I don't. So I don't care. Like as long as nobody's getting hurt. So what I really want to practice, since she's doing so well with this, I really want to see how we can incorporate you answering the door. It's going to be a while, okay? But that needs to happen because there are probably going to be some guests you're not going to be willing to just let them walk in, right? Especially like repairmen or something like that. So here's what I want you to be prepared for. I don't think you're going to be able to just, because I'm going to still knock, I don't think you're going to be able to just shoot all the way here in one shot, open the door, and then go back to her. I think if you do that, she'll break. So what we're going to do is I'm going to knock, you get her on place, and then you're going to mark and reward her for a few seconds, walk a few steps, go back, mark and reward, walk a few more steps. You're going to slowly make your way, and I'm just going to wait outside. Don't worry about me. You know, and this is what she needs to see, the predictability. I think if you just were to shoot at the door, she'd break, and that will just make it that much harder. So work your way to the door, and then eventually we will be able to get it on the first shot. She'll understand. And really what I want, my goal for you, and this, you can let me know if this is a good goal for you too, is to be able to open the door for your guest and then just walk right back to her and they can let themselves in. You know, but like you open it and then you just let go of the door and then you walk straight back to her.
Yes.
And then you continue rewarding and then they can just walk in. But I want you to be able to at least open the door for them and then walk back. So you ready to practice?
Yes.
So when I shut the door, release her. I'll wait like... So pitiful. We'll wait, like, go ahead and keep rewarding her through it just to keep the whining from, just to keep her motivated, because she's not motivated. That whining is telling you that she's frustrated because she really wants to say hello to me. And so it's not that we're rewarding the whining, we're helping her stop practicing that behavior so it can dissipate over time. So when I shut the door, I'll wait like a good 20 seconds and then I'll knock, but you'll release her after I shut the door. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Just go straight to her.
Yes.
Grab her
Yes.
leash. You got it.
Yes.
Fan-freaking-tastic. We're gonna do that. Yeah, she did really. Don't release her. Be careful. I know you were so proud of her, but think about what that does to her.
Yeah.
She's already amped up, and we add that. That makes it more likely for her to fail.
Yes.
So yeah, you just be careful with that. Even though I know you were so proud of her, because she did really good. Let's do that again. Okay. Go straight to her. Straight to her. Good job.
Yeah.
Very good.
But guess what? She placed herself.
I love it. Very, very good.
Yes.
The magic of repetitions. Let's do it again because I eventually want to get to a point where you can get that door open in one shot. Okay?
Yes.
Let's do it again. That was really good.
Yes.
Good. Good job.
Sit. Or I guess you're not sitting.
Yeah, she just
Yes.
placed. Good girl. All right, let's try one more. Let's see if you can make it in one shot, but go with what you think she can handle. If you're like, she looks like she's about to break, then don't.
Yes.
It's definitely not worth getting it in one shot if she's gonna break. Okay?
Yes.
Oh, when you release her, I like what your thought process is. Like you start talking to her and like, just distract her away from the door so she doesn't get into this habit of,
Crying
I'm
at the door
released,
for
go
you.
to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand why she's doing it because she didn't even get to say hello to me yet. It's really hard, you know? So like, you can release her, but then you can call her over to you and ask her to do something else and reward her for that.
Yeah.
Okay? Love it.
Yes.
Nice. Hey, we won't torture you anymore, girl.
Yes.
All right, let's keep doing a few more yeses just to calm her down. Then we'll do the, the typical greeting. You're gonna walk to me with her with the leash in your hands. And if she looks like she's about to jump, you go in the other direction with the leash in your hands.
All right, you tell me when.
Yeah, I'll tell you when. Just when I can kind of tell she's a little calmer. Only because if we do release her while she's amped up, again, we're just like setting her up for failure.
Yes.
And then you're gonna have to use a correction. So I just don't think that's fair. So we're gonna wait till she's a little bit calmer and can make good decisions. So when you're ready, grab that leash. I can't tell if the leash isn't, I don't think it is in your hands, right? That's just great, by the way. So I think she just assumed that you were grabbing the leash, that was a release. So we might have to start incorporating grabbing the leash, marking and rewarding a couple of times, and then releasing. Because I think she automatically assumed you were about to release her. And that has a lot to do with patterns we've developed. If we're always picking up the leash and then immediately releasing her, they pick up on that.
I don't actually use the leash at all.
Okay.
It does.
So then,
when it's 9.
So when you just are releasing her, you just don't even bother with the leash anymore. So for her, somehow she thinks that then. So we'll just go ahead and mark and reward her a couple of times when we grab the leash, just to avoid, that perception anymore, just to try to change it. So when you're ready, you can release her and walk with her to me. But watch her, don't watch me. Give her more leash. You can give her a little bit more. Because you did tell her free, right? So
okay.
So you can give her more leash. You just want to really watch her movements. And I totally forgot my treat pouch today. I don't know why. That thing's like literally a part of me, and now I feel weird not having it. Go ahead and mark and reward her if she'll take it. And you know,
Millie, yes.
There you go. Good. Walk away. Let's practice this. Just get a couple of repetitions of approaching the person. Even though she already did it great, we can still get a few reps in just to make it clear. Mark and reward. I like that she's looking at you. Good. And one more time practicing approaching. I'm going to change my location.
Yes.
Nice job. Very good. So the most important thing is when you release her, one, make sure she's calm. And you can use the food to help her get there. And then really watch her. Don't worry about your guests. Don't look at your guests. You can still talk to them if you're able to multitask. Just you have to watch her. You know her exact signs of when she's about to jump. But if you miss it, you're going to end up creating a habit of I jump and then get pulled off versus I don't even make contact with the person. It's going to be more powerful. That's it. Great.